Welcome to the Airplay Gameshow.
You can't win any money, but it's very relaxing. Kick your feet up, your day has been taxing. TikTok can wait, EastEnders can pause. No need to clean up, just eat it of course. It's time to set the scene, get your family round the screen. It's time for you to prove you're the best quiz team. And don't forget to shout when you're comfy on the sofa. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The Airplay Game Show, the only place to test how much you know. The Airplay Game Show, come and play if you think you can win. It's wild and weird and lol-tastic. The Airplay Game Show is fantastic, so grab a pen and paper, because the Airplay Game Show is about to begin. The Airplay Game Show is about to begin. Because the Airplay Game Show is about to begin.
Welcome to the Airplay Gameshow. You can play this game on your own at home or in teams of no more than 5 at your youth club.
So grab a pen and paper and get yourselves into teams.
You've got 10 seconds to get a piece of paper and get into your teams. Off you go. Okay, now you're in your teams and you've got your pen and your paper. You are competing against everyone across Airplay Connect for a £20 Amazon voucher. Ooh. All you'll need to do at the end of every episode is write to us on the link below. Tell us your team name and your score for that episode. And remember, this is episode 1.
Let the Airplay Game Show begin!
The first game is
Surveyor, that Conveyor.
Welcome to Surveyor, that Conveyor. In a moment you'll see a very high-tech conveyor belt with some items from around the youth club on it. And what you need to do is try and remember as many as you can. But do not write them down, okay? You just need to remember them in here. You will be tested on your memory later in the game show. Are you ready to Surveyor that Conveyor? A box of lollipops.
a stack of Rubik's Cubes,
Some plastic cups.
sports cones,
Some crisps from the Youth Club Tuck Shop.
a cup of pens,
A balloon on a stick.
a ball in a cup,
Some Skittles from the bowling alley.
a cricket bat,
A Mini Cooper. And finally, a zebra, a hippo and a giraffe.
Thanks for playing Surveyor that Conveyor. Remember as many as you can, and we'll be testing you at the end of the game show.
the final game is
Airplay, your card's correct.
Welcome to Airplay Your Cards Correct. The way this game works is you have to guess if the next card is higher or lower. And you get 1 point for each card you guess correctly. So grab your pen and your paper and get ready. So we're going to start with the first card, which is a 3. So on your piece of paper, guess if it's higher or lower for the next card. Okay, the next card is, drum roll. It's a king, so give yourself a point if you guessed higher. Okay, on to the next card. So, write down if you think it's higher or lower. And it's lower. So give yourself a point if that's what you guessed. Okay, next up, we're going to guess if it's higher or lower than a 5. So write down your answers. Give you a second to do that. Okay, ready? Drum roll. It's a 7. So that one was higher. So if you wrote higher, give yourself 1 point. Okay, next up. Is it higher or lower than a 7? So write down your answer. Higher or lower. And then give yourself a drum roll. It's a jack. So that's higher. Give yourself a point if you guess higher. Okay, moving on to the next one. Write your answers down. Do you think, is this one going to be higher or lower? Let's have a look. It's a 2. So it's lower than a jack. So give yourself a point if you got that right. Okay, moving on to the next one. So this one, is it higher or is it lower than a 2? Ready? Let's have a look. It's a 6. So it was higher. So give yourself a point if you got that right. Okay, moving on to the next one. So write your answers down. Do you think, is this one higher or is it lower? Give you a second to write that down. It is a 3. So that one was lower. So moving on to number 8. So write your answers down. Do you think this one is higher or lower than a 3? Okay. So drum roll. It's a 2. So that one's lower. So give yourself a point if you got that correct. Okay. Next, is it higher or lower than a 2? So write your answers down. And we're going to reveal it's a... So if you wrote down higher, give yourself a point. So moving on to the last card. Is it higher or lower than an 8? So write your answers down. Okay, and we're going to see what the card is. Last drum roll. It's a queen. So give yourself a point if you got that correct. That was higher. So add your scores up. You get 1 point for each one you got correct. So a total of 10 points up for grabs in this round. Okay, now it's time to Surveyor that conveyor. So hopefully you can remember some of the items that came across the conveyor belt. What you need to do now is get your pen and paper and write down as many as you can. I'll give you one clue. There were 11 items on the conveyor belt this time, okay? So you've got 60 seconds to write down as many as you can. Your time starts now. Off you go. Your time is up. Now we're going to show you the conveyor belt and you're going to give yourself a point for each item you have remembered. A box of lollipops.
A stack of Rubik's Cubes.
Some plastic cups.
Sports cones.
Some crisps from the Youth Club Tuck Shop.
A cup of pens.
A balloon on a stick.
A ball in a cup.
Some Skittles from the bowling alley.
A cricket bat.
A Mini Cooper.
And finally, a zebra, a hippo and a giraffe.
Thanks for playing the Airplay Game Show! Don't forget to submit your scores in the link below. See you next week for episode 2. Bye!
Because the Airplay Game Show is about to begin.